Hi there, this is Sherry Lee Myers. Welcome to How to Connect with Angels. We believe that no matter what, every person has the unconditional love and help of angels, our messengers from God. But we have to be willing to believe, and we have to be willing to ask. That's what our film, The Glitch, that we are shooting here in New Orleans is all about, with the help of some amazing music and talent. If you're curious, visit us at theglitchmovie.com and take a look. But now, right now, let's talk to someone who's devoted to helping us make a divine connection. Eileen Anglin is the facilitator of Archangel Empowerment Intuitive Life Coaching, a powerful way to connect daily to the love and guidance of the Archangels. Eileen also created the Path of the White Rose to help us connect to our angels through art, writings, audio tools, and meditations. Eileen Anglin's mission is to help humanity break through fear, to evolve, and to help us manifest heaven on earth right now. I'm already laughing because I am going to have the great opportunity to chat with Eileen Anglin, who is one of the most amazing angel empowerment leaders, lights that I have yet to meet. And good morning. Good morning. Oh, I just so love and crave that more people can be exposed to your light and your help. Tell us what you do.
I'm a messenger and a healer for the Archangels, and I do that through writing, through art, and through recordings, and one-on-one sessions too. But my motto is that I write, I heal, I paint, I coach with the Archangels to create global change, one heart at a time.
Yes.
My mission here with partnering with the angels is to help people elevate their life and heal their heart and create self-worth and live their true purpose here, why they're here. And I do that with the Archangels, and we focus on helping people move past fear and not feeling good enough to live the life that they're born to live. It's time for people to shine their light because the world needs it.
Please give everybody your website right now.
EileenAnglin.com. I've always worked on helping people forgive, open their hearts to compassion, but there's a sense of renewed energy coming from the Archangels in that direction. One of the things they're always saying is that the only way we're going to see change in the world, and this goes beyond political beliefs, it's just the world that, and I believe everybody wants to see.
Yes.
A world without suffering, a world where, we're working in cooperation with each other, as the world was intended to be.
Heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth, yeah.
And it's only going to happen if each one of us heals our hearts, heals and opens our hearts to ourselves, to other people. And that requires some work. And that's what I do. I try to point people in the direction of what kind of work they need to do that. And, let me give you a real quick example.
Sure.
When you're on Facebook with someone and you disagree with them and you go into that angry, even hateful place.
Yeah.
If we can't get together and come to some kind of forgiveness work or compassion on Facebook, how are we going to have world peace?
Your commitment to save this planet one heart at a time with the help of the Archangels is so in sync with this massive shift that we're undergoing, which is this, right? I mean, the acceleration of all that has to happen is happening now for the good of the planet. And your understanding of that is magnificent and gives me great hope, because I, like you, am an activist. And what you're bringing to our activism is the shift. Excuse me, what is the phrase? Be the change you wish to see.
Wish to see in the world.
And thank you. Yes.
It's interesting because I do find that I find that the archangels are working very closely with people who want to be of service in some way. And they deeply connect faster right now with people who are in service in whatever way they can be of service. The archangels have an urgency about their message, because we see a lot of things in the New Age world about ascension, about all kinds of things, and I differ in the messages I receive from the archangels. Ascension is the evolving of the human being to to more of a light body, but really it's ascending to a more compassionate, inclusive humanity.
Yeah.
Also, so as far as the messages I've received, we're not going to lift off and go to a better earth.
No.
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 That's just not what I get. And a lot of this stuff comes from Archangel Michael through me. Yeah. And Michael also tells me there's no UFOs coming to pick people up.
You offer a daily meditation, is that right? A daily offering?
I do. I have free on my YouTube channel. I have free invocations and guided meditations for people to use, and I also have on my website something I just created. Actually, I have guided meditations as well. I created something, an audio program. It's called Archangel Empowerment. Guided meditations, affirmations, and invocations. And I created it when I was needing something for my own daily practice, because at this time, the current energy on the planet really does require a daily regime if you want to remain centered and balanced. And the angels whispered to me, they said, we'll create it together for you and for other people. And that's just what we did. It's a combination of meditation, affirmations, and intention for the rest of your day.
And it's called again?
Archangel Empowerment, Guided Meditation, Affirmation, and Invocation.
And how do we get access to it?
You just go to my website, and under audio recordings, you can download it. And it connects you with an archangel, and I want people to connect with the archangels in a powerful way to change their lives. It's meant to be used daily or as often as they can. And with these, people are guided throughout their day because I wanted them to focus on a specific intention that allows them not only to manifest their best life, but to be a light in the world.
Yeah, perfect.
For anyone listening to this, if they use a code Gabriel, my friend Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, use the code Gabriel and they'll receive 20% off of it.
Oh, nice.
My blog is free. The YouTube channel is free. I'm also on my Facebook page. Every day I put out an affirmation that's always free.
They're beautiful. They're beautiful. And your Facebook page is also Eileen Anglin?
Eileen Anglin.
Oh, right. So easy.
I try to make it easy, but because there's so much going on out there, I try to make it easy. And if people sign up to my mailing list, they get a free meditation that I call Heart's Peace. And it's short meditation to use whenever you need to get into that expanded state quickly. when you're, feeling frustrated, out of balance, whatever it is, you're seeing stuff on social media that's triggering you. This will open your heart. It gets you into a peaceful place, calm, balance very quickly.
Being the change and making the change, we have to find a way to not only survive, but thrive. And your discipline that you're offering is profound.
One of the messages that the Archangels is always kind of hammering through me is that we are co-creators with them. And each person listening to this, each person in the world is a co-creator with the Archangels, and they really want people to know that. And all that power that is in divinity that's in that statement.
Help us understand, what is the concept of the path of the white rose in terms of your team?
The path of it's working with the Mary and for me, the path of it's a path of working with Mary and the Archangels, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, all the Jophiel, Shamuel, Haniel, Ariel, all of those archangels. It's a group that I call the White Rose, and that's who I work with. For me, to connect with angels, people don't need to jump through hoops. They don't need anything but the desire, and when they give themselves that quiet time and make some life adjustments, it happens. And I facilitate that. I used to do traditional readings, but I do what's called Archangel empowerment readings now, because the Archangels promised me that when I would work with people, the experience would elevate us both.
Brilliant. Yes.
And I needed, when people walked away from sessions with me, I needed to have them have a deeper experience and walk away with tools that will elevate their life. And that's what I do. I mean, we're talking to the angels, but we do some deep inner work.
How do you get to such a deep place with your team?
Well, I think
I know you've always had this gift, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had this gift since I was a child. And, looking back on it as an adult, I realized I was having mystical experience all through my childhood. And I've had some amazing, miraculous experiences, which, maybe we can get into. But
can you please?
I'll tell you something. I've had them save me from disaster. I've actually heard their voice, not in my head, actually heard their voice.
Yeah.
Life-saving situations. But I was thinking about an experience this week, actually. Well, first, when I was a toddler, I nearly drowned. And Archangel Michael had sent my 4-year-old brother, right at the moment I fell into the pool to see that and go tell my mother. And I remember being under the water, even as a toddler. I remember and being surrounded by beings that were talking to me. And, at the time I didn't understand what they were, but I knew I always had a sense there was something otherworldly about. But that's just one thing. But I was thinking about something. I attended a meditation class for the first time when I was a teenager.
Great.
And I actually heard the sound of an angel singing. We were in meditation, and it was coming from up above, and it sounded like something from a movie. Just what you would think the sound of an angel singing would be, like the sound of the divine. It was like something out of Lord of the Rings. And several other people in the room heard it too. And we looked up at the ceiling, and apparently it's never happened to them before or since, and I knew it was a sign that my going there that night was an important step to my life. One time I was at a dinner party miles and miles away, and I was laughing, and we were on dessert, and we were in the middle of, and I heard a voice say, "You left a candle burning."
Oh.
And I rose up out of the seat, and everyone looked at me, and I said, "I have to go." And I floored it home, caught it just in time. I mean, the flames were on the floor thing. Yeah. And that was only then. That happened a couple. That I must have a thing for candles. Not anymore. I don't use candles. But that happened one other time too. A direct voice in the air, not in my head, in the air.
Oh my goodness. So I would like to segue right now to this huge question that I connected with you about. This was your Facebook post that really was appealing to light workers to step forward and take a stand. Now, can you elaborate on that, please?
It's why we're here. It's why we were born in this moment in history. And not everyone can be an activist in the same way as someone else. Someone else might be on marches and everything. But I have often encountered people who call themselves light workers who don't want to see anything negative or hear about anything negative. And I'm calling them to get off the bench, because this is why you're here.
You're here to have the strength to look it in the face.
In some way, if you were not up for the task, you
wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't be here, and there you are.
Basically, we're at the point where it's about saving humanity and the planet.
Yes. Yes,
that's where and we have to sometimes get over that narcissism.
Excuse me. Yes.
Yeah.
That narcissism
of not, or not wanting to ruin your day. I think that the holistic healing world attracts people who need, you get into it because you need healing. Everyone's the wounded healer.
Yeah.
The thing is, and to do that, you need self-reflection. You have to dig into your own dirt. But you can't stay in self-absorption.
No.
You have to come out of that. And, it's getting to the point where one has to question, am I here to serve, or am I in this for my ego? If you're listening to this and you're kind of caught in that place where, you feel you're a light worker, but you are in that place, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just we need to find out what's going on where, you can't step into that your true role, your mission here. I was very afraid to step into the stage. Yes. On the world stage. I had a persecution lifetime, very intense. Mm-hmm. And it's the thing is, Archangel Michael wants everybody to know, you can't stop feeling fear. You just have to process it. You have to work through it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and that's the thing that
I love that. Thank you. That's a really great quote. You can't stop feeling fear. You have to work through it, and you get better and better at working through it because
taking action really, really helps moving through fear. And another thing Archangel Michael would like to tell people who feel that fear is, which he told me, because I had to work through it too, and that was, we live in different times. You might have had a past life where, you spoke up and paid the ultimate price.
Yes.
But we do live in thank God, we do live in different times.
Yes. Yes.
You're safe, even if you have to keep telling yourself that. And, as I said, I've been getting messages from childhood, and I've been actively channeling publicly since the 90s.
Have you?
And, yeah.
Wow.
But in 1990, but in the past 7 years, there's been a sense of urgency in the messages from the angels. And that message is about opening our hearts to be more compassionate and working to evolve our humanity and saving the environment of the planet.
Thank you.
And forgiveness work. That's so very big. They tell
Yes.
me the only way this world's going to change is through each of us healing our hearts and our own lives. And then we teach those around us to do the same.
Thank you.
And I mean, most of which will just be by being an example, like moving around your office space and being that example.
Yes. Yes.
And they also want people to know that they are the co-creators in your life. They need you to partner with them to make things happen. They can't listen. They can guide us. They love us. They support us. But only we can take the steps or do the actions that are needed, not only in our personal life, but on the planet. And another big message that they have is that they're very real and they're very available, and that everybody is worthy of having them work within their lives. It's not selfish to call upon them. It's funny. I always hear people tell me they don't want to bother them.
Oh my goodness. I know. Now that has to do with self-esteem. That has to do with what you and I talked about prior to
worthiness.
Yeah. The worthiness. And that's how it, with our film, The Glitch, everyone deserves an angel, and you are helping us excavate that, open
They're
up
here
our
to
heart.
work with each of us. They're here to work with each of us so that life can be as our Creator intended it to be. One big loving family that expresses gratitude for the life, and that we treat each other and show gratitude,
Heaven on earth.
I'm always creating or writing something with that specific goal, and to help people connect with the angels themselves. And I do that through private sessions and those guided meditations, because for people to connect with the angels, they don't need to jump through hoops. They don't need anything but the desire to do so. But they have to give themselves the quiet time and do make some life adjustments. For example, I always say to connect with the angels, keep it simple. Meditation or quiet time, especially in nature, raising our vibration. And a powerful way to do that is through forgiveness work, and being of service. The archangels really seem to connect strongly to those who look to serve the planet in whatever skills they have.
Wow.
I have a free online event, March 12th, 7 Eastern Standard. I'm having a free online event called Manifest with Archangel Gabriel, and they can find the details on that on in my blog on my website. And Archangel Gabriel is my pal. I have so many amazing stories with Gabriel. Gabriel's voice is it's like a softer male voice, softer than Michael's. Gabriel also has a very quiet sense of humor. It's like, when you're talking to someone and they have a smile in their voice, that's Gabriel. He's my friend. Michael's voice tends to be more direct and to the point. Raphael's voice is very soothing. He is magnificently beautiful. Raphael is breathtaking.
Raphael is the angel of healing, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And Gabriel is the angel of the messenger angel, right?
He's the He's also he is our life mission angel. And that's what, I'll be talking about on March 12th,
Now, we will have to actually say goodbye soon. Which I'm a little sad about.
I know. It's like, grab some coffee. Let's chat.
Is there anything that comes into you or through you right now that you feel compelled to say?
Yes, I would, I would like to urge everyone listening on behalf of the archangels whom work through me to do the deep work needed to move through fear, to forgive, and to open your hearts to love, and to partner with the archangels on a daily basis. Because when you do, you become a light here on earth and in other people's lives. And your light is so needed. Your light, the wisdom you have to give in your own way. And the angels want you to know that with an open and healing heart, you go on to help someone else and their children, their family, their school, the community, and it does ripple out. And that changes our world. Mm-hmm. So call in the angels every day and let your light shine out into the world.
Mm-hmm. Be a beacon.
Be a beacon. As we grow older and our minds are filled with busyness and worry, especially now, it can make it harder for your angels to get guidance through to us. So they will take what I call alternative routes and connect with us through dreams, through books, songs, people, films like The Glitch.
Thank you.
Yeah. The angels can only knock on our doors, or they shout through them sometimes. But take the time to connect to your divinity and to keep your spirit healthy. It opens that door and invites them in for that tea and conversation. And that's what I'd like people to know.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. If you liked this recording and benefited from it, please, for heaven's sake, share it with your friends. If you loved it and want to hear more, go to theglitchmovie.com/how to connect with angels, where you can listen and subscribe. Thank you so much.